What do you got for me?
I'm 33, so I'm considered in this danger zone. First and
Mm-hmm.
foremost, I want you to know I am very much a supporter. But I just want to know, like, for the few or the small percentage of women who had odds stacked against them,
Okay.
and now we have become in this danger zone, how do we like accelerate our process of potentially getting married?
Well, let's start with a few things. Do you have any children?
I do. That's one of the odds that was stacked against me.
How many do you have?
Just one. She's 13.
All right. Uh, Obviously, you want to get married. What kind of man do you? Were you married to her father?
Oh God, that was a huge odd stacked against me. No. To answer your question, no.
All right. So why do you want to get married?
I feel like I am marriage material. First or secondly, I'm in the military. I'm currently in Korea. So that's another odd that's been stacked against me with this whole being placed in the danger zone because I've moved around so much.
Why do you want to be married?
I believe in completeness and wholeness. And so for me, that's what marriage means, completeness and wholeness. It's very important for me to put my daughter in a home with a family. So I guess those would be my.
Are you a Christian?
I am.
You need to look at what purpose of marriage is. Do you want to have more children?
Just one.
Okay. So, ma'am, you got a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to be honest, at 36 with a 13-year-old in the military.
No, I'm 33.
33. Yes. 33. The 13-year-old weren't married to her father in Korea. And if a man does marry you, he only is going to get one child out of it. Christianity adds a different element too, ma'am. To be a helpmeet to a man.
Right.
So everything you said was about you, which was basically, I'm looking for security and some place to raise my daughter, which is fine. But what you didn't say is what a man's going to get, or what help Eve would be to Adam. And this is oftentimes what happens, and far too often with military women.
Mm-hmm.
Really are not. So you got to slow down and understand what the purpose of a man is and the purpose of a woman is, and how you can be a benefit to a man that would choose to be a stepfather to your daughter. That's what question you got to answer. What can I do to be a benefit to a man that would be a stepfather to my daughter?
Right.
And that's the biggest question you have to answer, because that's what men are asking. Because effectively, you're not looking for a husband, you're looking for a stepfather. And the reality is, your daughter, while you may love her to death, is not an asset to another man.
Yes, I've heard you say that many, many times.
So without being able to answer those questions, how do you effectively put yourself out in front of men to be selected as wife?
So I haven't had any issues like with dating. I've just watched one of your previous videos, and you would go through.
Ma'am, ladies, understand something. Please stop doing this. Dating and marriage are two different things. You have issues with dating as a single mother? Of course you're not, because guys know you're sexually active and will have sex. Sex and dating is not marriage. We put women in two categories: wives and everything else. And dating is everything else. Guys don't date wives. Guys go marry wives.
You have to date first, though, right?
Nope.
I would think. No? Oh.
All right, I've told you.
Well,
no.
That's news to me.
Well, I get it, because you've done things out of order.
Right.
So, you've got it all out of order. And I would ask you, where's your dad at?
Never met him, don't know him.
See, so what you got to do is you got to stop this because your daughter's going to likely learn and model what you're doing. And see, the unfortunate thing is single mothers who raise daughters who don't have dads typically don't even understand what a man is for. We're there for resources and sex. And we're more than that. So, you got a lot going on. I mean, I would say that, and until you really kind of get clear on what value you could be to a man who would be a stepfather to your child, you will be able to date. But that is, dating and marriage are two different things.
I understand that. I'm actually dating, potentially, probably gonna get married, but this person
whoa. No. Wait a minute. What do you mean you're dating or potentially probably going to get married? How do you decide whether or not you get married?
Because we talk about it. Well, I don't decide. It's not my It's not my decision, but we always talk about it. It's always in conversation.
Right. How long you been dating this person?
For a year.
For a year, right. And oh Jesus. Stop having sex and see how long this marriage conversation goes on.
I'm already in that 7 months celibate.
All right. Well, then y'all should already be married.
He's not here. I'm in Korea. He's in the United States. He was here once upon a time.
Let me stop. Yes. Okay, I got to move on, ma'am. This is too much. A long distance relation. How many people think this guy is not having sex? Ma'am.
He is.
Yes, this is unrealistic. And this is another thing. You ladies got to get real. You think a man is actually not having sex?
I didn't say that. I'm doing this for me. Celibacy is for me. What he's doing.
All right, I got to move. All right. So now you're gonna don't get defiant. I'm just saying.
I'm not.
You're all twisted around, and you think this is a reality. And what you said is, well, we're talking about marriage, ma'am. Let me back it down. You're 33, but it feels like I'm talking to a teenager, not a 33-year-old. And marriage and life is serious. And this is a problem we got in our community. We need to grow up and mature. I got to move on to the next call. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wish you the best.